Tories have promised £10 billion of unfunded tax cuts. Tax cuts where they still have not told us where they're going to get the money to pay for them. That's why people will conclude the only way for the Tories to get their sums to add up will be to cut the National Health Service and put up VAT again after the election. Of course, the Tories are going to deny they want to raise VAT again. David Cameron's desperate and panicky promise not to raise VAT at his last Prime Minister's questions is going to fool nobody in our country, because we've heard it all before. In 2010, during the election campaign, David Cameron told the British people he wouldn't put up VAT. This is what he said: "We have absolutely no plans to raise VAT," said David Cameron. "Our first budget is all about recognising we need to get spending under control rather than putting up taxes." And we know what he did just a few weeks after the general election. He and George Osborne put up VAT, raising VAT from 17.5% to 20%, hitting the living standards of millions of people, a Tory broken promise on VAT. The Tories break their promises on VAT again and again and again. That's why people won't trust these Tory promises on VAT. Because rather than asking those with the broader shoulders to make the biggest contribution, VAT and a rise in VAT has always been the Tory tax rise of choice. £10 billion is the equivalent of a further 2% rise in VAT. The Treasury's own figures show that would mean a tax rise of £360 a year for a couple with children, a VAT rise of £1,440 over the next 4 years. Tory governments always raise VAT. They did it last time, and given another chance, they'll do so again.